All right, welcome again to this new episode of Do Hard Shit with Joamo. Today I have two special guests. As you can tell, they're wearing the jacket. I'm wearing just the shirts. We're here in Mt Hotham for the Endurance Trifecta weekend, where you can do 4, 12, or 24 hours endurance, or if you're crazy enough, like these two gentlemen, you do all three together. I go, Michael here and Chris here, they helped me go through the 12 hours. I did my first 12 hours and it was insane. But we're not here to talk about Giamo. We're here talking about your experience, guys. So first of all, introduce yourself.
Thanks, Chris. I've been racing Spartans for about 6-7 years now. Been doing the Hurricane Heat side a bit more seriously for the last few years. Just done the Central Coast Trifecta weekend last year and come back here to Mt Hotham to do it all again this year.
Mick, I started doing my first Spartan racing in 2021, and then in 2023 did my first Hurricane Heat 4-hour in Bright, and since then I've done them all, and I wanted to take on the challenge of the Trifecta this year because I missed out last year in Central Coast.
Okay, now because this segment is called Do Hard Shit, and I don't think there's nothing more hard shit than do a Trifecta Hurricane Heat, unless you go do the dead race, but that's more that's another level for people, because one thing that I noticed around the endurance and the Hurricane Heat, and lots of people don't really know what's going on. So if you guys want to do a bit, let's pretend you're gonna do a promo for me to explain people what's the Hurricane Heat. What would be your promo?
So the Hurricane Heat is when you race, you race as an individual. When you complete in a Hurricane Heat, you're working as a team. You don't necessarily get to control what you're going to be doing, how fast you're going to be doing it, the problems that you're going to face during that event. There's a whole host of different challenges that are going to be physical, they're going to be mental, they're going to push you to the edge of your endurance, to your edge of your strength, and all the while they're going to be chucking problems at you that you're going to have to think about as well. So it's ticking all the boxes, and the guys that run it have some interesting minds, and they come up with some interesting situations to put you in to really push your boundaries and push your limits.
Thank you. That was very nice.
Oh yeah, I'll grab that. Every single Hurricane Heat's different. So a 4-hour is basically an introduction. You work as teams just to help everybody get through it. It's an introduction. Once you start getting into your 12 and 24, it's more individual based, and once you get to 24, it's just fully testing the individuals. Like Chris said, everything could be different. You have creative tasks. So we had to make these in like 15 minutes in our last one on the weekend, and if you basically created one that didn't fall off, you got a point for that. Points taken off, you can finish it and get your shirt, but you can graduate and get your medal. So you can actually completely finish an event and still not get your medal for doing it if you haven't got enough points. So that's where your extra challenge comes in when you start getting into your 12 and 24.
Actually, interesting that you said that, because I'm one of those. I finished my 12 hours, so I'm super proud of myself. I did not graduate, I couldn't care less. My whole thing was about finish. Armando, you're gonna make it. So next time I will push to graduate. So for the viewers, guys, you can see a bit of noise or all the Islander coming in. Islander is another race that we launched to Australia, but we're gonna talk about that in another video. We've got a beautiful view behind us. Probably the lights is gonna be annoying you, but you know, Spartan and do hard shit is what it is. We raw, we real, we work on a mobile phone with a little microphone, and we make shit happen. So, guys, what's your plan for the future? What will be your next challenge after you're doing the Trifecta?
So my next challenge is going to be getting downstairs. We're upstairs on a mezzanine level at the moment. My next challenge is getting back down the stairs with the legs that are feeling a little bit wobbly at the moment. When we get home from this adventure, we've got some trail races coming up, but the next Spartan venture is going to be at Ivory's Rock. What date is that?
Last weekend of May.
Last weekend of May, yeah. So coming up pretty shortly. There is going to be a Hurricane Heat there, 4-hour Hurricane Heat, so there's still time to sign up for that one. Check out all the details, they'll be on the social media.
I'm gonna give you a job as a marketing. Now you put me in trouble. I need to post this week. So if I post this after every rock, I'm done.
My challenge at the moment is getting sleep Having done the trifecta weekend, I think I had a half an hour nap after it finished so that we could come back here and for presentations and just saying hello to everybody. So I haven't slept since 8 o'clock on Friday, and it's now, what time is it?
It's
4 o'clock on Sunday. So yeah, if you ever book in for that, expect not a lot of rest and a lot of intellectual challenges. But yeah, Ivory's Rock Ultra is my next challenge, and that's where I'll be working for, and then heading to Morzine. So
All right, guys, I want to thank both of you because the viewer don't know, but after what you did, even talking and thinking and put two words together back to back, it's hard. After my 12 hours, I didn't want to do anything, just want to have a shower and sleep. So thank you very much for coming on board.
You've got to give yourself more credit, man. You kicked ass in that 12 hours, considering you've done 1 4 hour before, and you're thrown into the 12 hour pretty much in a fairly last minute situation. This is earned. This is earned. Nothing is given.
This piece of the video gonna be on my live feature all the time now. Guys, thank you very. You know what? If you've never done before, guys, Ivory Rock, 4 hours endurance. Come and do it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be sucked in like me. Now from Zioamo, from Michael, and from Chris, my 2 angels, guys. They look after me all the time. Thank you very much. See you next time, and do hard shit.